Experts say it's not enough that President Trump signed more defense spending into law. Avoiding mosquitoes is really not that hard. When you go buy bug spray, make sure you look for this DEET label, and after that, you're ready to spray away. The Supreme Court has ruled in a 5-4 decision that more than $2 billion in Pentagon funds may be used to build the wall at the southern border. Shoppers have been stopping by all day exchanging these single-use plastic bags for these reusable ones. And what many don't know is that here in DC, it's illegal to ride without a helmet. Experts agree the climate is changing.
We do seem to be seeing more extremes, from drought to flood and back again in very short order, just a matter of months.
The past 12 months were the wettest in U.S. history, but recently, the weather flipped.
There has been a marked drying trend, particularly across parts of South Texas and across the High Plains region. And with that, we've seen triple-digit heat recently, so it has gotten very bad in a short period of time.
That's bad news for farmers.
Maybe crops won't be quite as good as we thought.
Climate change discussions have expanded from places like the USDA to Capitol Hill. Congress is holding hearings on the cost of climate change to farmers. Representative Mac Thornberry says conducting more research is necessary.
Clearly more study on what is happening and why, so that we can predict and hopefully be more resilient as the changes occur.
Thornberry says legislation should be geared for farmers.
Better ways of producing and protecting crops, whether it's seeds, fertilizers, different practices and so forth, all of that needs to be part of the equation.
The USDA says action should be taken soon to help this year's corn and soybean production. In Washington, Fernando Garcia-Franceschini, KAMR Local 4 News.
Amarillo has been recognized in Washington, D.C. as Marine of the Year. KAMR Local 4's Fernando Garcia-Franceschini tells us how he is continuing to serve the country even outside of the battlefield. We're honoring our hometown heroes.
I appreciate you guys being here.
Amarillo native Jared Stout is being recognized as Marine of the Year.
It's humbling that my peers and people around me would, A, nominate me, and B, also think I'm really worthy of this.
16 years of service, 6 overseas deployments, and a Silver Star later, he still sees this as just doing his job.
I always grew up wanting to be in the military. I always grew up wanting to serve.
In 2015, he helped free more than 100 hostages during a terrorist attack in Mali. But life exceeded the expectations of this man from windy Amarillo.
I never thought I was going to land here, but at the same time, Amarillo is always still going to have that special place in my heart.
Even though Master Sergeant Stout is still on active duty, he has taken his battle to fight terrorism to Capitol Hill. Stout now works on national security issues in Rhode Island Congressman Jim Langevin's office as a defense fellow.
We are proud to have him here, particularly given his dedicated military service.
And despite all of his accomplishments, he says he is far from reaching his peak.
There's always going to be something else out there for me to find, to give back to my community, to help other people, to be an asset to my family and my friends.
And that's what made him the perfect choice for Marine of the Year. In Washington, Fernando Garcia-Franceschini, KAMR Local 4 News.
Very deserving indeed. Thank you for your service, Master Sergeant Stout.